Hi everyone, Aidan here with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Malone FoldAway-5 Kayak carrier here on our 2021 Audi Q7. Now this isn't just a kayak carrier, it has the capability to hold a canoe as well as a stand-up paddleboard. So depending on what kind of water sport craft you have, or if you've got a variety that you often change between, this is going to be a great fit. We've got it set up in the kayak position right now, and it actually comes with a piece that can hold a second kayak on the other side too. So we can get this loaded up with two boats and get to our destination really easily. Let's check it out. This is going to come with pretty much everything you need to get started. It does come with only one complete strap kit, so if you do plan on having a second boat on the other side, you will need another strap kit. I'd recommend the eTrailer strap kit myself, just because I think it works really well with this vehicle, and it's just a more complete kit in general. This one that comes with it though is pretty good. We've got our main straps around the body of the boat, fed through this cam buckle here and pulled tight. Pretty basic. It's got a pad here to act as a buffer between the metal buckle and the boat, so we don't have to worry about any sort of damage there. And the bow and stern is going to be with this rope and an S-hook on the end. We've got ours looped into a spot in our engine bay right now, and in the back you might need to pick up a dog bone adapter to actually anchor in the trunk. A lot of times in the back we'll actually loop them into the safety chain loops on a hitch, but we don't have a hitch today, and you might not have a hitch on your Q7 either. So if that's the case, pick up an anchor for that. Otherwise it's going to work pretty well. The rope isn't my favorite because you will have to tie your own knot every time to get it secure. Having something like a cam buckle strap is just simpler. You can just feed it through, pull it tight, and you're good to go as long as you've got that anchor point on the vehicle. So whether we've got two kayaks, a canoe, or a paddleboard, we are going to have a 75-pound weight capacity per boat. So if we've got two kayaks, they can be up to 75 pounds each. So just keep that in mind when you are loading it up with your own gear. And getting the boat loaded or unloaded is pretty straightforward. It's no different really than any other J-style carrier that we may offer. This is a taller vehicle, so no matter what, you're going to have some difficulties just with getting it up and down with how high it is. But you can see, depending on the size of boat you have, it is doable on your own. The only way it's really going to get easier though is if you opt for a carrier that has a load assist system. Like the Malone downloader with a Telos system, if you like the J-style, you might sacrifice the versatility with those carriers, unlike this one that can carry so many different types of watercraft, so just keep that in mind. Everything clamps around the crossbars here with these plates and hand knobs, so it is tool-free, and it gets on there pretty well. Because it has those two plates, I feel like it's a little bit sturdier than some of the other options we have that only have one plate, so that's really nice to see. Because it's tool-free though, it is not going to be as secure. Some of the other ones that have a specially keyed Allen key to actually loosen or tighten those bolts will be more secure because you have to have that special tool to loosen it or tighten it. Just up to you what's more important, convenience or security. This second piece here for our second kayak can be moved around and adjusted. It's got separate clamps and it's a whole separate piece. So if we need to spread it out a little bit more to carry something like the stand-up paddleboard, we can. And it's really just up to you and your needs, depending on what you're going to be carrying. On top of the carrier, there is a slot to run our strap through. That's just gonna make it easier when we do pre-route the strap, kind of set it to the side, put the kayak up, and run the strap over. It's just quicker to load and unload. When it is unloaded though, we do have the option to fold the arm down so it doesn't take up as much roof space. Just opening that lever on either side and then tilting it down either direction. I'll go this way so it's not sticking out past our crossbars. And then we can just line those teeth, throw that latch, and it's locked in. As you can see, comparing this to the one behind me, it is going to be a lot more low profile. From the top of the crossbar to this tallest point here, it's only going to be 4.5 inches. So if you like to leave this on between your outings with your boat or your paddleboard, it is going to be pretty low profile, and I don't think you'll have to worry about it in places like your garage, depending on the clearance you have there. And overall, it's going to be a pretty solid carrier. It's on par, I think, with other options that you have for J-style carriers or for stand-up paddleboard carriers. Just really depending on your applications. I think where this really excels is the fact that it can just kind of do all of that with the pieces it has in the kit. You can adapt it based on what you need, so you don't have to get separate dedicated carriers for each of those different watercrafts. If that's you and you have all those and you need that variety, I think this is going to be a great option. If you're just looking for one, like maybe just a J-style carrier, I think there are better options out there that will do just that one thing really well. So maybe check those out. Maybe check out the Malone downloader for something like that. Overall though, it'll be a great fit for our Q7 here, and I think it's going to serve you well for a long time. Thanks for watching.